Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Colorado's offense will start this game off. Here he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the...
Wide open, he makes the catch. Flying down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Oh, and they blocked it. The Yellow Jackets offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. Like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends defense have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Scanning the field, it's McNeil. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen passer here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on 4th and short from the 28. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Second down coming up. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Looking to pass. It's McNeil. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Pearson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now the play fake. He wants to go deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And it's no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, he'll fire. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to pop the draw. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that looked like that was going to be a big play, running the drag route, the big fella. If he's able to catch that football, man, he's turning up the sideline and getting huge yardage.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's McNeil. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes the connection. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to the air one more time. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, they'll throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. It's McNeil. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes a connection. Got room at the 35. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Colorado. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Moss. Looking to get it in the end zone, and down he goes. They were trying to tie the game, but they are denied, still down by 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The run to the right. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. 1st down for this offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give on the inside. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. And the Buffaloes will hustle for the line. To the air, it's Moss. He's got his man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pearson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bucks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's McNeil. And the ball... Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will take the first swing of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Grab behind the line, it's Casey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Dropping back, it's McNeil. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Rambling Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Owen. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have...
Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Looking to throw, it's McNeil. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer now is on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Moss. Oh, picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to power their way ahead. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. To the air, it's Moss. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season or the first part of the season now? Season, Palmer, you get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Working that left side now. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll throw it on first down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's McNeil. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away from the heat. The throw. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Dumps it to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
They'll try the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They want to run it left here. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's McNeil. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Takes a handoff. It's Welch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Tempo and overdrive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. got it in the middle. It's Russell. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Welsh. Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will put them up here in the second half. How about delivering that touchdown pass when your mowers and your incisors got rattled around about the same time?
He's going to need a minute to go over and clear the cobwebs on the sidelines, but I think after throwing that touchdown pass, that's going to give this QB a ton of confidence moving forward.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's McNeil. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Donald. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
17. Georgia Tech, 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. With jet sweep pass. And he's knocked down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming.
Pickup of 2. 2nd down.
They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. To the air, it's McNeil. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The offense set for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the throw route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
At the 26-yard line. And first down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep.